Welcome to the Enchanted Tabletop Society. My name's David.
My name is Kim.
I'm Jules.
I'm Brian.
And today we're going to talk about games that we want to play more of in 2025. Either going to be games that we haven't played yet, or games we own but just haven't given them the love.
Now, there's a bunch of games on our list, so we've narrowed it down to 5 per couple, but just know there's a ton on there, and it was really hard to narrow it down.
Yes. Especially for us. I was like, 30 games? Not enough? Okay, great.
You were overprepared.
Right.
So our first game is Mansions of Madness. I first learned about this game from one of Brian's groomsmen at his wedding. Said it was his favorite game. All I really know, it's a cooperative game where you use like an app, and you're essentially solving like an escape room and kind of like a horror story as well. Shout out to Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah. What's up? And I think what it is, like, you're solving a mystery, and like you're in this horror mansion situation, and there's like puzzles
It's kind of like
and
D&D,
things.
but in a mansion setting.
Yeah.
There's a D&D version.
Oh, I think you're thinking of the other one. Betrayal.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah.
No, Betrayal. Oh.
Ours is also kind of like a campaign game that is freelancers, and that one is actually like D&D-esque, so you have different characters and you go through like a booklet, but you have an app that tells you what happens. I bought it a while ago and I just really want to play it.
Almost like a choose your own adventure.
I like that there's app games now. Like, I like that they're incorporating technology in all these board games.
It helps,
Especially for campaign
players
stuff.
get into the game because
Yeah.
one player doesn't have to be sitting out to do. I'll be reading.
Game Master.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, next on our list is Camel Up. We did get to play that for the first time earlier this year, and it was so much fun. It's a racing game. You are essentially like betting on camels that are like running around this board, and you're placing bets. You can like join in and like team up with each other. It's easy to learn. I think we played it with 8 people?
Yeah.
And it was the first time any of us played, and it was just easy to teach. And it's racing, and there's camels, and it just feels like you're betting and just doing some fun. What is it called?
Gambling.
Gambling.
Yeah.
You're just gambling on camels. So that is one we want to give more love this year.
And you got the wild camels. That was fun.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they go backwards.
Yes.
And we're like, oh shoot, you thought
Yep.
one was winning and then it wasn't. So.
And then there's this pyramid with dice, and you get to shake it, and then the dice falls out. It's just so like interactive. So
It was fun watching people realize, like, oh no, I need to bet on blue. I need to bet on blue. No,
Yeah.
all the blue's gone.
Exactly. And you really don't know which camel's going to win. Like, one camel could be winning this whole time, and all of a sudden something weird happens, and now like a different
wild one
color.
takes it back.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's a whole different game. So it's fun.
Our next game is Vagrant Song. It's one we have not played, but we do own. It is a boss battler. Essentially, you're on a ghost train collecting items and taking out the ghosts, trying to free spirits.
Yeah. And it's been on our list for a while. I think we set it up and then we didn't get to play it. And it's like every Halloween I'm like, we should play this, and then we just don't. So
We've had it for a few years.
definitely need to
A
get
few
that.
years.
Yeah, at least a couple years, yeah.
Is it a Halloween?
It's a ghost train.
It's a
so
ghost
it's a
train,
ghost
so
train.
that's
Okay,
it
got
fits
it.
the vibes for sure. But you can play it any time of year.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, oh, it'd be cool to play at Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our next game is Ticket to Ride, Rails and Sails. We were, actually, all 4 of us were on vacation when I bought this game.
Yep.
It's not a vacation game. It takes too long to play. But essentially, it's like a map of the world, and you're building railroads in your boats, and you're just trying to build paths throughout the entire world. And essentially, whoever builds the most paths wins.
Yeah. I feel like if you've played any of the Ticket to Rides, I feel like they're similar. Each one has like a little special thing that's different and unique to that Ticket to Ride. But overall, same premise. Like, you're collecting trains, and then the person at the end that has the most trains wins. But this one's the world. Like, it's the whole like continent. So
And it's not just trains.
It's not.
I don't think I've ever played a Ticket to Ride.
What?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I've never played one.
We have so many.
Because we've played it.
Yeah, I've never played one.
We got the European. We got
He
San
gets left
Francisco.
out a lot.
Yeah,
When-
he
when-
works
when-
too much.
When people are talking about, oh, it's great, I'm like, yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I hear
It's
it
a
from my
perfect like
friends.
family game. Again, easy to teach. We love that. And it's just you're collecting trains and like creating paths. But then once you start getting good at it, like you can start like you noticing like, oh, Jules is trying to get from England to Scotland, and like you can like sabotage and like mess up people's stuff. So it can get. I feel like it can get a little mean. I just don't feel like we played enough to get to that level yet.
I think your brother plays it a little mean.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like this. Thanks.
That does sound.
And
That checks
then
out.
he just has this random railroad right here, just to mess everyone up.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's great.
Shout out to Kim's brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Hey,
Alexi.
Lexies.
All right. Well, our next one is fromage. I really want to get this to the table. The aesthetic is really cute. You're a cheese maker, and it's like worker placement type of game, but the wheel changes directions each turn. So you think you're doing something, and then the next turn you're doing something else, and you just got to kind of like do the little mini game, but also keep track of the workers on the board. And you're just making cheese and gathering resources, and it just looks really cute, and I really want to get that to the table. Yeah, that's fromage.
You get it? It's a wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
I love cheese.
I know. I was
I haven't played that yet. We can have a
Cheese.
charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And
Especially-
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, gotta get a
Especially
charcuterie
French
board.
cheese, like
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
please.
Charcuterie fromage.
Our next one is Sheriff of Nottingham. We have the first version of this. I think my mom found it on Goodwill. So this game is about collecting goods and trying to smuggle these goods into the town without alerting the sheriff. So one player is the sheriff, and essentially there's some like bluffing elements to this game. I don't know too much about it. I just know that's the premise, is you're trying to collect goods and then trying to get it into the town without the sheriff noticing. I feel like we've had it for a while. I've seen this game played like online, and I want to play it this year. So that is Sheriff of Nottingham.
Set it up.
And it
Very
reminds
cool.
me of the guy from Pocahontas. You know the sheriff?
Oh, yeah.
That-
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what he
yeah.
looks like. Whoever the artist is,
Yeah.
that's what that looks like.
That was the vibe
Yeah.
for
John
sure.
Smith?
No,
No,
the
the
bad
bad
guy.
Oh, the
guy.
bad guy. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that-
okay,
like the
okay,
cover,
okay.
that's what, like,
Yeah.
every
It
time I
looks
see
like
him, I'm
that.
like, I know you.
Yeah.
Comment below if you know the name of the guy from Pocahontas.
Ooh, yeah, true.
Our next game is Let's Go to Japan. It's a game where essentially you're planning your Japan trip. It's a strategy game, and we want to go to Japan. So this game will help us plan our trip to Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love
We're
that.
That's a 2 for
manifesting.
1.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
You're trying to do the ideal itinerary. So you're kind of planning out the spots that you want to go to from like Tokyo to Kyoto and Osaka, and you're also have like train tokens, so you have to manage like, oh, we're gonna take this train to here, and then we're gonna go to this store, and we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
So it's like,
restaurant stuff.
yeah,
I
restaurants.
think the train tracks are actually they're close to what they are.
I don't know.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Well, all the things in there, yeah, are
It's supposed
based
to be-
on real
Like
life.
it's like
It's supposed
a
to be-
map
Yeah.
Oh,
of
that's cool.
Yeah.
Japan.
Our last game is Heat. It's a racing game. It has 8 different racetracks. Essentially, you race around the board. Whoever crosses the finish line first and the farthest wins. I really want to play it more because it comes with like 500 different obstacles that you can encounter, and we've only played with like 2.
Yeah.
So it has a bunch of different variations that we haven't been able to hit,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I want to buy Rallyman GT. But it's essentially another racing game, but we don't play this one enough.
Yeah.
So
So we gotta play Heat to justify buying
Rallyman GT.
GT.
Do the other obstacles like change difficulty?
They do,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm. You can hit water, so it slows you down. You can get a flat tire. I think you can sabotage the other drivers.
Oh wow.
Throw nails out the window or
Yeah.
something?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
And I feel like even though it's like a big game, but like it plays really fast. Like when I played it with
Yes.
you guys and your brother, it was like pretty fast paced, and we're like just going, and it felt like Mario Kart, and it's a lot of fun. So
I feel like they did a really good job of making it feel like you're driving a car. Because
Yeah.
you have to like check your speeds. You have to check, especially when you're going turns, because you can like spin out. You can drift.
Slipstream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of things that they incorporated that it makes you feel like you're racing in like a NASCAR race. So I feel like they did a really good job with that.
our last game is Three Ring Circus. This is a Euro type game. Basically, you are trying to run your own circus, and you're going to different cities and performing and building up like your tableau. And we've owned it and we've played it only once. I
Yeah.
played it solo, and then we played it
It
together.
was so much fun.
And it was actually a lot of fun, and like the artwork's really cute. It is a big game to set up. We'd love to either play it again at 2 or play it with more people.
definitely more
it's really cool.
It's kind of fun because you're like, oh, I'm planning out your moves, and then you can't go where the Barnum Circus is
Oh yeah.
because you're another circus.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
Yeah,
competing.
you're kind of
Barnum
competing,
Circus.
yeah,
That
with
sounds
them.
like
So if
much
they're at a
fun.
place, you can't go there, and it blocks your way of going.
Yeah.
Very
So, yeah.
cool.
And so it's
I wanna
kind of
play
like
that.
area control too. So it's like,
Okay.
oh, I performed at these cities, so like you can't really go there type
Yeah.
of thing.
If you perform first, you get more points. Second person gets less points. Then like at some point, I don't think there's any more points you can get.
Yeah, for performing in that area.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It is.
it's really cute.
Make sure you put what games you want to play this year in the comments so we know what you guys want to play because
Yes.
maybe we want to play it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
All right, that is our list of games we want to play for this year. We will update you at the end of the year to see which games we actually ended up playing. And don't forget to...
Like and subscribe.
And hit that notification button at the top.
And we will see you in the next one.
Thanks. Bye.
Our next one is Sheriff of Nottingham. We have the first version of this. I think my mom found it on Goodwill.
No, we have
And-
second.
No, we have the first.
No, it says second.
No, it says first. This is awkward.
Check it.
It is.
And then
Roll
put
the
like
footage.
something at the bottom. It's like actually
Kim was wrong. No, it's the first one. I am pretty sure we have the first one.
And I'm pretty sure it's second edition.